Ted Nugent?
Ted Nugent?
Yeah, baby.
The Red Rocker?
The Red Rocket.
Probably, grandmoms, right?
Yeah.
Even moms might be a little
Guys shooting
inappropriate.
machine guns from the side of a helicopter. I don't think age is stopping him or deterring him at all. I think it's the racism that's most
Really holding them up.
holding him back. Yeah.
That's fair. That should hold him back, probably. Behind the Nut, episode 14.
Behind the Nut.
Baker's Dozen episode.
It's a podcast.
Fuck.
Kate, what did you do this week?
What did I do this
Yeah.
week? Oh,
Jiu-jitsu?
brother. I played 40 hours of guitar probably.
How would that compare to the week before?
100% more hours on guitar.
Oh, 0 to 40? Week over?
Yeah, I was
Dang.
like at a wall the week previously. Like
He was
not
playing Helldivers.
not playing a whole bunch of guitar, mostly playing Helldivers,
Yep.
mostly smoking a whole bunch of weed. And then this week, every time I've gotten home from work, I turn on my amp first before I even eat, and then it's 10
Oh.
o'clock by the time I eat.
Yeah, because you just forget. You're in there.
Yeah.
What's got you so hyped about guitar lately, Cade?
Not to flex on
Flex
you guys
away.
or anything, but I got a Victory Kraken Mark II Compact.
What is that? That sounds
50
sick.
watt tube amp head. Fuck. It's as crazy as it sounds like it is. It's got a presence knob on it now. Thanks, Bia. It's got a.
He's
bass-
responsible for that?
Well, I think they just got a lot of feedback from the first one, and everyone was like, "Where's the presence knob?" And Bia was always like, "You don't need a fucking presence knob," but everyone was like,
We need a fucking presence knob.
Yeah.
I'm deaf. I need more ultra treble. I need more ouch in my ears.
and so now we have more teeth on the front of the amp. It's sick.
That's appropriate.
There's a present shift on the back, so you can make it even gnarlier if you have it all maxed out, and you're like, "I need more." More.
and
Bass focus switch on the back too. Tightens up your flip. Compresses your low end a little bit. Sucks it all in like a good pair of Spanx.
Whoa.
Why does that hurt my
Ouch.
butthole?
Yeah,
Sorry.
in a good way.
Yeah, in the best way. Yeah, so that through a 212. My neighbors love it. It's been awesome.
Thanks for beer.
Sick.
Thanks, Bia. Love you so much. Please sign my amp.
Well, that's dope. 40 hours of guitar in a week. That's the right direction.
Yeah,
Glad you're playing again.
me too. It's
Gear.
been too long. Yeah, I hate to say it, but like if you're not playing your instrument, buy a piece of gear because you'll feel so guilty that you have to play your instrument.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
A little monetary motivation, if you will.
Yeah,
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Bevin does know how that goes. Bevin, you got a new amp lately too. I think you mentioned it on the podcast, but you
Yeah.
also picked up a little accessory for it recently.
I got 3 pieces of gear.
Yeah.
In a span of a couple weeks.
You want a round table travel back in time through the last couple pieces of gear we bought?
Yeah.
We got a Victory
Kraken.
Kraken V2.
Yep. Dr. Z
Mark
Best
II.
212 with that under it.
Yeah, look at this guy already
Deadly
trying to
combo.
squeeze a second one in already.
Well, you
Just
said
kidding.
You
Just
bought
kidding.
a pedal too, didn't you?
Just kidding.
I did
Yeah, hold
buy-
on.
Oh,
You
okay.
gotta go.
Oh,
You gotta go
okay.
first.
Oh, it's
You'll-
one for.
Yeah, we're
one
doing a
for.
round table.
I see.
Little rounder.
Bad. Jumping the gun.
Little rounder here.
Jumping
That
the
way we all get to share. What'd you get last, Bevin?
The last thing I got?
Yeah, we're gonna go straight up reverse chronological.
Well, I got
Benjamin Button style.
a PRS, Paul Reed Smith Archon 50 high gain amplifier. But at the exact same time, I also bought a Mesa Boogie Cab Clone IR.
Oh yeah, like in tandem.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Can't have one without the other.
I needed a speaker to plug it into, and this is a
Speaker in a box.
invisible speaker.
Nice.
Secret speaker.
I guess a cab's a speaker in a box, isn't it? Whoops. That's I'll say the same thing I said to you the last time. Paul Reed Smith amplifier? Mm-hmm. But why?
Bro, the Mark Tremonti 15 watt is a fucking deadly amp. This amp, Mark Tremonti wishes that was his amp. I said it, and I fucking love Creed. I love you, Tremonti.
They're all pretty sick amps.
They are sick, yeah.
But yeah, they're not a lot of people know about them.
Yeah.
We couldn't get a bad sound out of the Archon when we tested it.
We cranked the treble bass mid
presence.
and gain, presence,
And depth.
all
at the same time.
It still sounded fine. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's a good amp.
But yeah, it's a
really
weird
impressed.
amp the way it operates. It will confuse even the most skilled. Well, it won't confuse, but it'll
Tone artisan.
yeah, because it'll be like, oh, this does that, and like the treble will kind of filter a bit of bottom end, but it tightens it. So and then vice versa with the bass. If you crank that, it kind of like does something to the top end. But that's if you like go really far. But if you keep things kind of between
10 and 2.
10 and 2, yeah. You get a whole world of range between that, which is usually where I stick around. And like,
In that much throw of
yeah,
a pot.
yeah.
That's pretty deadly.
And the gain is, there's a lot of gain.
It's
Or it's like, it's super dynamic. So I have it at like usually around 2 to 4. And that's like super full. At least for the way I play, it's like really full, but I can get some articulation without it getting too muddy. And yeah.
let it play. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's sick. We're gonna demo these amps against each other one time because
Yeah, we are. No
they both
spoilers.
sound super dope.
It'll be really cool.
Yeah,
Fucking ABY switcher, and you run both. Fuck it. Why you gotta choose?
that's true. Why do
You got one?
You don't have to. An ABY switcher?
Oh,
Nah, we
a
don't
powered one, yeah.
We can find one. We
a
can build
cab
one.
one.
I got the orange amp detonator. ABY.
Power amp one?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
we'd blow that up.
Yeah, we would.
Radio makes one, but the only person I know who has one doesn't live here anymore, so.
Thanks a lot, guy who moved away.
Get them.
Got him.
Okay,
Chris,
my most
your last
recent
piece of
purchase.
gear?
It's less exciting than your two, but
it's not.
I mean, it's
They're all important.
it's.
I can make it more exciting.
How?
Go ahead. What is it?
And Focusrite Claret Plus 8 pre. That is more exciting. Oh man, I see why the DJs hit that so hard because that just it's
light you up.
primal or something.
fire
Just-
under
you're
you?
just like, well, I could go out and chase down a bear for sure with an air horn
A bear?
coaching me on. Yep. Less exciting than your guys' Tone Monsters. It is merely functional, quite functional. And I split decision between that Audient 8 Pre and this guy. The Focusrite won out with lesser range on its preamps because it had a USB-C out. And I'm glad I did because it's already awesome sauce in the stew. Because now these live performances are even easier. And nobody has to lug. Bevin doesn't have to bring extra gear.
Well, he still will, but
Yeah. And those crickets, like once we find them, they're getting stomped.
Yeah, we're gonna
Smash them.
I kind of like them.
Filthy crickets. Chocolate dip them. Yeah, that one's gonna be cool. That's gonna help for. We got some big live performance stuff coming up. So
your cheeks
we need.
peeled.
Yeah, keep them peeled. Keep them peeled.
Keep them peeled. On the ball.
We're gonna need a lot of preamps
Yep.
to make that schniz happen.
Yep.
So
Well, I got 2 on my new Apollo.
nice. Apollo
Sorry.
Twin.
I'm gonna caveat. Into
No, we're into the next one.
My second
You're into
gear.
yeah.
thing.
Then what did you do?
Apollo Twin X. Traded my old Arrow in towards that. So that's at least 2 more.
Yeah.
Bevin, how many you got at home? We got enough preamps. I think we'll be good to go.
Oh, to stack Apollos?
Stack them.
I got
Can't
a
you do
Paul.
up
You
to
got a
4?
Paul. You got a Paul.
Look under your chairs, everyone. You all have Apollos.
check
No,
it
you
home.
don't. 4K for 8 channels. Get out of here. Boof.
Boo.
And the
Bevin
Keeley
Boof.
Noble Screamer. That's actually probably my favorite thing from our store.
How?
In the last week.
Oh, from your store.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's go back to your Apollo first. Why don't you tell the people about the coolness of that thing? What's an Apollo? Like the spaceship that landed on the moon? You got one of those?
Actually, the god of the sun in Greek mythology. I think he rides his little. what's the little car with the wheel? It's only
Chariot.
2 wheels. That one.
Yeah.
With his horses across the sky, and that's why the sun rises. I found
And
out.
he's staying with you?
Yeah, he's a homie. He's on my desk, and he takes my chords and lets me
Converts him?
and he goes, "Yep, I got that." And he sends it to my laptop.
Nailed it. Take it, computer.
He just
Nice.
touches it.
That's deadly.
Yeah, he's a
he
good
pay rent?
guy. He makes up for it. It's the little things, really.
Yeah, the intangibles.
Yeah, the laundry.
The things you can't put in an ad when you're looking for a roommate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah. Could you cook for me and clean for me? And
Apollo Twin
Massage my
X.
feet.
Did you pick up any plugins with it? Did you
not yet, but
preload the
I got the
package?
Heritage Edition, and I'm gonna try some of them out.
Yeah,
before
Yeah,
I,
of
before
course.
I decide.
$0. Try 'em out.
Claim it.
Yeah,
I definitely
They'll
should.
probably have a Pultec in there for you.
Maybe.
Pretty much all you need.
610 A
1176
and 610
comes with the
B.
1176,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe an LA2 A2. I think so as
Definitely.
well.
It does.
Both?
Yeah.
How the fuck do these guys make any money?
Well, they made it, and it's a digital thing, so it didn't cost them any more to make more. Every time someone buys one, profits,
wait,
baby.
well, wait. Then what is an NFT?
All right. NFTs. Bevin, what's your next thing that you purchased chronologically reversed from the Mesa clone?
Barry?
Cab clone. Cab clone?
Ibanez RGR BB 21 VK something.
You got an alphabet sandwich.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's one of the longer Ibanez model numbers I've ever heard, and we may have a meme for that here. but yeah,
Is it because it's a longer scale neck? Is that why they had to put extra digits in to fill up that
Must.
To
headstock?
account for the
Must
extra
be.
inch or two.
They started
Well,
the
they had
name in the middle of the neck on the back to go down the headstock.
they actually made it for me. They put my initials in.
They did. It's a
model.
Bevin Booth signature.
That's pretty deadly.
No signature. That's what a guy wants.
Little monogram.
Can you sign my Ibanez and make mine a Bevin Booth?
Of course.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And how's this thing turning out?
Yeah.
How's this
What's
through the
the verdict?
PRS Archon?
It's really good. It's
Face
sick.
melting?
It's face melting.
Gut busting even?
Gut busting,
But nut throwing.
nut
Rope-
throwing,
rope
Pants
shooting.
browning.
pants browning, flame throwing,
Bedwetter?
bedwetting.
Yeah, baby.
Like neighbor bedwetting? Like it's so good that they're wetting their beds?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Or you're
I thought you
sneaking
meant your
in.
neighbor comes over and wets your bed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this tone!
I gotta go see that guy.
Is that an RGBBZ561 BBRGC?
Bevin goes, why, yes.
Wet
Or
some
actually,
more bed. Yeah, what makes this thing dope?
It's a proper baritone. It's a 28-inch scale.
Oh, none of that 26.5 bullshit your mom warned you about.
That's what I am.
Telling you.
So,
ouch. Nothing against your 26, bro.
It just sounds really good. It sounds really clean in lower tunings because it's in tune.
And that's
it's intonated
That's string
better.
tension.
String tension is perfect because I can put little baby strings on it and still tune really low, and it's in tune.
How low are you tuning? Standard with thin strings or?
How low
Right
do
now.
you go?
Right now, it's B standard in 11 to 56s,
No, it's not. It's not baby strange.
but I will put it down to G at some point, maybe.
Whoa, you
Nice.
wouldn't.
You should do it.
G
You went into
standard.
I like G
Or even
sharp.
drop G.
G sharp is nice.
G sharp.
A
G
flat
standard so
even?
you can get
I
a
could-
drop F out of it?
I could easily put it in drop E,
I guess with 30 inches of scale.
28.
And what's 30? Is that the Squire 6? No.
Short scale bass.
Basics
Basics,
is
that's what-
30.
Or not short scale bass.
But the Gretsch baritone with the Bigsby,
Yep.
that's a 30.
29.75.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
We can round up on that.
Yeah.
That thing was
The Gibson guys in the chat just fucking rolled their eyes.
Sorry,
Gibson
sorry,
guys.
Colin.
If
Sorry,
you ever
Colin.
if you ever say a Gibson is 25 and it's 24.75,
Oh,
but if
yeah.
you ever say it's
That's
25, they'll kill you.
That's
Yeah.
different.
They bring you out in
You'll
the
be
street and they
executed.
shoot you in the
Well,
head.
for the 100 years, there was only two lengths.
That's true. 3 inch and 4 inch.
Exactly.
Depending on the weather.
Speaking of 3-inch, you see that massive friggin' truck in the parking lot? Dude?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, man.
like Shorty Dick McGee's over at
Yeah.
the Legion tonight. Holy shit.
Do they make a longer truck, sir?
Yeah, you should have seen him rolling up the rope ladder. He had to get in and out of that thing.
You guys got any long box super cabs? It's like, yeah, for you and all your friends. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Hey, I can't find my stepladder. Can you help me out?
Yeah, I bet you we were going to have to give him a boost into
Yeah.
his truck out.
Like, sorry, sir. Have a good night.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Yeah, well, if
You'll
you
get
watch
through
this
it.
episode, I'm sorry. But
Yeah, I'm trying to
Trade this truck
underselling
in
this.
for a personality.
I'm underselling this guitar. It's fucking incredible.
it is so sick. The black logo on the flat black headstock really sold it for me. As soon as I seen that, I was like,
Yeah, it's
and no inlays. It looks so sharp.
the Sustain Unplugged is insane.
You'd certainly trip over it in the dark.
Oh yeah.
You could fish with it in the dirt.
Actually, it's so dark you can just walk through
Really
it.
good.
It's like antimatter. It's nuts.
it's like if you touch the guitar, you blip out of existence.
Yeah, you just kind of hear this.
You get Thanos snapped.
And you're like, what the fuck?
What happened?
And then there's a guy just sitting in front of you, like, took you long enough. And it's Bob Dylan.
Morpheus? Oh,
Whoa.
Bob Dylan.
Sure.
He's offering pills, whoever it is. Yeah. Well, that's sick.
Fucking do it.
Baritone. What are you gonna do to it? You leaving it the bone stock? You doing anything crazy to it? Got any plans?
How are those deactivators?
I'm liking them. We'll see. I haven't plugged in any of my other guitars into the amp yet
Dang.
because I know they're going to sound incredible.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm trying to get the most out of these pickups to see if I'll still hang on to them. But I'm like, here's this.
I might have
Lundgren
peeped-
M6
yeah, I might have
pickup.
peeped you
wanna
looking
put in
at a
there,
Lundgren
but then I'm going to
website.
sound just like Meshuggah, and then it's
What's wrong with that?
nothing. I don't. I
Modern
can't-
metal that scene
I
has been
can't-
doing that for years.
I don't really play like Meshuggah anyway, so that helps.
Well,
What about-
deactivators. Can you split those? Can you get single coil on that?
You can, yeah. It's not wired for it, but you can, yeah.
I think I would do that to every single pickup ever.
Yeah, I normally would too.
Is there any argument that it changes tone of your humbucker sound?
Not that I've noticed.
Not that
But to
I
be
know
honest, I
of,
haven't had a
but-
guitar that wasn't split coil, and then I made split coil, and then go, whoa, my humbucker sounds different. You know?
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
had
yeah.
a side by side to tell.
I mean, I'm not a guitarologist, but some of the nerds are just like, well, it's out of phase if you put in like two pickups and single coil, blah blah blah. I'm like,
But it sounds
okay.
sick.
Yeah, it sounds good. What the fuck
guitar
is your
go
problem? Yeah.
Yeah, I want every dollar that I spend on this guitar to make it do another thing. So it needs to do as many things as possible for how much they want for a guitar that shows up in a cardboard box. You know,
Jeez.
the last guitar I bought, $2,000, cardboard box. Isn't that crazy? Does it seem crazy that you buy a guitar for $2,000 and it doesn't even come in a gig bag?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's farts, man.
Well, you know what is
Economy,
crazy?
buddy?
Yeah, it is. Inflation.
Gibson Studio Les Paul $26.99. You know what's even crazier? Epiphone Explorer $18.99.
On that
With a hard
note,
case.
I've heard of some like Firefly,
Don't even say it.
Harley Benton guitars. All
Oh.
these guys are getting like mad sales. Like their products are just selling out immediately. Firefly, is that right?
So
Does that sound right?
Harley Benton.
Harley Benton and those Indonesian made guitars.
So
that
what
are,
Jeremy got?
no, he got a Jericho,
Oh, Jericho.
which was a
That-
pretty solid build for the
thing,
cost, man.
It looked and felt great for a guitar. I play like a
Yeah, I can't
absolute
play it.
Yeah, you buy it right-handed, you just drop 10% off that price too. Like they were selling brand new 2024 pre-orders. So basically, that whole rig setup: walnut body, Seymour
board.
Duncan pickups, Evertune bridge,
Ebony board.
ebony board, locking tuners,
Reverse headstock.
contoured heel. And it might have been reverse headstock.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,500
Dang.
landed.
Man,
That's pretty
that's
good.
tough.
It's pretty crazy.
That's tough to compete with.
So far, it's holding up. I was kind of waiting to see how his does to go on to it, but
With an
but yeah,
Evertune is crazy for that
Squire,
price,
yeah, right.
It's crazy.
I mean, to get one installed, it's like $800, easy. So Squire, Epiphone, medium guitars, they're all getting ridiculously inflated.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not ridiculously, but they're climbing fast enough that you can't even get a Mexican Fender anymore for
Less than 1,000. Nope.
yeah.
Start at 1,000.
So now there's these people putting out, which is great for I guess these other guys, this other market.
Yeah.
Harley Benton's the only one I could pin the name on right now, but there's a few.
I had a Harley Benton 4-string bass. Shout out.
I've never heard of these.
No,
No.
Harley
they're
Benton? No?
7-string our Reddit said 7-string, whatever it's called. They're all over that place. People are talking pretty highly about them. Legator, that's another one. Legator.
They're cool guitars. Their QC is ass. It's horrible.
Yeah, in
The shit I've
a
seen.
flat photograph, the tops look nice.
Yeah, the shit I've seen like in guitar groups, just that gets missed from the factory. And honestly, Solar guitars really cool, but their QC has problems too, from what I've seen.
Yeah, and they're starting to
brands.
climb,
Yeah, those
too.
are brands I wouldn't jump at until I like had one in my hands and was like, "Yo, look at this."
If you're buying a brand new Ibanez or whatever, and you're spending a bit of cash on it, you're getting it set up anyway, right? When you first get it, or you're going to spend a bunch of time
probably set it up.
setting up the shit out of it. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's
if we're talking QC, I mean, if it's not like,
But it's
you know,
also, like,
neck joint issues.
No, it's like chunks out of fretboard. It's like high fret. It's like mechanically problems. You know, from the posts I've seen at least.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in my hands to see. The only Harley Benton I have experience with is a 4-string bass. Shout out Ryan Zahara for buying that thing, but it was pretty sweet. It was a Stingray copy, single pup, flat black.
Like, I mean, but at the end of the day, it's a chunk of wood. If you if it's decent enough and you can spend some time tweaking it, I don't know, man. I've always been of that, though. When we played shows, I played Epiphone Les Paul customs because at the time you could get them for like $800.
yeah.
And I had one kitted out, and if that thing broke, I gut it, transplant it
new
all.
one, yeah.
Yeah, and then I can break 3 of these before I pay for a Gibson Les Paul custom. Like,
Yeah.
Not saying that they're not sick guitars. Playing Argents, it was always like, oh man, yeah, okay, fair enough. But at the same time, it was minus 40 in the van, and now it's inside. And then it's minus 40 again as soon as we're done, and I'm gonna sweat on it in the meantime.
And bleed on it.
Yeah, so it was.
Come on it.
It seems
probably,
like
if
a
everything goes
no-brainer.
well.
Yeah.
Do you still have that Strat?
Yeah.
That's a cool Strat.
I punched that thing apart when
With your bare hands?
Pete Christensen.
That's a made up
No.
name.
Pete. Who does the guitar repairs?
Oh, Pete Dennison.
Pete Dennison.
Son of Dennis.
Pete Christensen is the waffle guy.
The Blue Angel.
What a waffle.
Oh.
He was the singer of Mitch Diesel's
Yeah.
At
Okay.
the Door.
Tall guy, blonde,
Yeah.
Dreamboat.
That's
Yeah.
Christensen.
Shout out Pete Christensen if he ever watches this.
Son of Christian.
You know what? He was the coolest dude ever for.
Super good dude.
I was working at the music store at the time. He came in, and Margaret was pregnant with our first kid, and he's like, "Don't listen to anybody. Having kids is the fucking coolest." He didn't say fucking coolest, but he said it's the coolest. It doesn't. Everything everyone complains about is not true. And I was like, "Yeah, man, thanks. I can't stop having a kid right now anyway. So you being supportive is a slam dunk. Thank you so much. Shout out Pete. You're
Shout out
deadly."
Pete.
But Pete Dennison.
Yeah.
Yes. He took it
wizard.
apart to work on it, and it was like we were going back and forth with phone calls for about 3 weeks. He's like, "Do you need me to fix this and fix this?" Turns out punching your guitar because you're so cool, not cool on the back end.
True.
But yeah, it's still around, and it's still
a sick
wonderful.
guitar.
It's actually back up in E flat standard.
Cool.
Yeah, we had to drill out the nut on that thing to fit calculating collapse gauge strings on it.
Right, because it had that metal nut.
Yeah, rolling
rolling
nut.
nut, yeah.
You ever see one of those things?
Yeah.
They're cool.
They are. You want to find the most stable guitar on the planet? Pre-Evertune? That's the one, man.
Yeah.
That thing does not go out of tune.
True.
I punched it. I tried to out of tune it.
He failed.
Anyway, where were we? I got distracted. Talked about
We were
two
talking
Pete's.
about dreamboats. two Pete dreamboats.
Should we go straight to Metal Mean Breakdown then? Is it time for that?
Sure.
Yeah, let's
You know
do
what?
it.
Sure.
You know, why not?
Are
Right?
you into
I think
that?
it's time. Did you hit all 4 cameras?
I did hit all 4 cameras, yeah.
thank
And as long as I do it before it's done, we can make it happen. Today we're doing it without Jarvis, everybody.
Yeah,
so
no Jarvie in the chair.
If this is disappointing you, it's because he's not here.
He is the magic. He's the glue
He's the man behind the curtain,
behind the
behind the nut.
between my.
Nuts!
It's time for some memes.
Oh, and I.
It's time for some memes. That was weird.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a bedwetter. That's a bedwetter.
Not again.
Let's retract these with the new guitars and amps.
We should.
Show me breakdown.
All right, Melamine Breakdown. Our first one here, guys. We have this guy.
Playing a solar.
Yeah, shout out Solar.
Shout out to that neck divot.
7-string
fret.
Solar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to the QC on that. Look at the horn on that. Look at the top horn.
Yeah. That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, that's why he's got safety goggles on.
Yeah.
For the guys and gals on Spotify, we've got a surly-looking gentleman, goatee down to his breastbone, leather jacket,
Dirty backwards hat.
dirty backwards hat,
Hey.
wink, aviators on, holding a guitar. Indicated on the guitar is the first 6 frets where it says gets girls, and then above the 12th fret it says gets guys.
So what about in the middle? What is...
No man's land.
Jazz.
Oh.
So they get free
Word.
heroin.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Gets heroin, I guess.
Gets
This
gets
kinda-
hooked on heroin.
This kind of summarizes a point that I heard Arjun make long ago. That maybe the real girls you impress playing guitar are the guys you make along the way.
Guys you make. Gross.
The guys you.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you play above the 12th fret?
For the 13th.
For a baker's dozen.
Or Baker's dozen, baby.
Fair enough.
Oh, wow. You got...
Look at us continuity and all that.
Aw. What do you think this guy prefers? Above the neck or
I mean,
below
look
the
at
neck?
that. Look at that access. Look at that neck access.
Yeah, he can come in from the top.
That guy's top down. That guy's playing it on his lap.
Is he left-handed?
I'm trying to figure that out, or if it's just like the camera. I think it is though.
What band is this guy playing?
Stained.
Wow.
Trapped.
Yeah.
Default. Today I woke up.
Isn't that guitar a little too pointy for that band?
Band's probably
Brother.
called Skull Tombstone.
How many cymbals does his drummer have?
2.
At least
They're both
30.
hi-hats.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. And doesn't play very fast at all. Just-
Doesn't play 28 of them.
yeah.
2 of them are a hi-hat. Yeah.
It's all for show. It's all
Yeah.
for the show.
All right, what do we got next
The
here?
band that gets the cheap show headliner, just so people can leave in the 3 hours it takes for them to set up, and then they play to nobody at 2 in the morning.
Pretty sure that's the guitar player from Finger 11. Anyway, moving on.
All right, next one. This one's for Cade. This one's for Cade and his do-rags and his Steve Austins.
What's okay? Yeah, fair point. I'm wearing a Durst fitted today, so yeah,
we
I'll let you have this one.
we have Hulk Hogan in a pink do-rag, and it says, "I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm Hulk Hogan. Hey, there,
You
brother.
can't just say it.
I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm Hulk Hogan. Hey there, brother."
Hell yeah.
Who is that song? Natalie Imbruglia?
That's a great name.
Imbruglia?
Was it? No.
No, I don't think it is.
It's
I can't remember her name.
Meredith.
Pons de
Is
Hunka
it?
Bangalow.
I don't know. Meredith Brooks. Is that a name?
Meredith Baxter Kimley.
Is Meredith Brooks the girl in The Office?
I think so.
Is that Mel Brooks? Mel Brooks. That's who wrote this one.
Right.
This
Right.
one.
Mel
Spaceballs.
Gibson. What are you doing? Look at that mustache.
Remember when he was an anti-Semite, and then
No.
somehow he made it back into Hollywood?
No.
Yeah, he was. I liked his comeback movies. They were pretty filthy.
All the movies I seen with him, he had come on his back.
I'm a wrestler without pain. I do not feel ashamed.
There's another.
More importantly, yeah. Okay. Oh, this one's my favorite one.
Yeah, this one's for Chris.
I've been reading all of these. Anyone else
from
want to
the
take it? This one is for me. This one's like, yeah. This
Wife
is,
confident, husband's band, too shitty for groupies.
she's so pleased with
Thanks,
herself,
yeah.
too.
It's like,
Should we divulge the hard times and what they had to say?
Yeah.
do
we're
we?
so-
I do believe in you. I just know
Mad.
you're gonna fail.
I believe that
First
you're
of
going to
all,
fail.
he's playing 2 shows at a bar up I-95. It's not exactly a world tour, and I love him to death. But he's not getting laid over his piss poor cover of Hey Jealousy. Hell, the Gin Blossoms probably don't even get laid off that song anymore.
Hey, jealousy.
And then we have Skakasha XJ saying, I saw the Gin Blossoms last fall. She's right.
Ouch.
That's like a knife and then a twist.
Again, the hard times news. These guys rarely miss, man. There is a unending barrage of memes that you guys are sending in
If
from
you don't
these guys.
follow them, you should.
Yeah. Check them out. The hard times news. I think
It's
we've
the onion for musicians.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
at least 4 of those already. I know my personal favorite. We should have a hard times news meme
Oh, we
episode.
should, yeah.
My personal
Banger.
favorite is the reverb pedal that's designed to replicate all the empty rooms your band plays.
So good.
Absolute fire. Then that's it for those sticker ones. But I have one more I wanted to share with you guys. Seemed poignant today. We got music on this one. We might as well let it roll.
Let it roll.
Rare footage of an Ibanez employee naming the guitars.
That's how Bevin's guitar got its name.
That's exactly it.
Oh man.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. This kind of fucks. Will it crump though?
Will it crump?
I think it will. I think it will.
Oh shit.
Get it. Go.
Shit.
Go.
Oh, get it. Oh.
Okay. Nice.
Thanks, guys.
I think that answered itself. You want to mute it?
can't.
So we can have it back
I can't
later.
reach the
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
have the
And it's on
pin.
cue whenever we want it again. Whenever you want to crump again, bro.
Going to our account real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. I'm going to our account.
Real quick.
I made a meme this week, guys.
Oh?
Pretty happy about it.
Tell me about it.
You did
Can we call this up?
Yeah. Do it.
The cheesy gordita crunch. I can't read that.
Yeah, way to
The
put white
cheesy
font over
gordita
white.
crunch induced screamer rumbling in my belly. And then the guy up front is my toilet.
Like your toilet's prepared for battle?
Yeah, and I tried every other font color besides colors, and it didn't. It
Hey, it got
didn't
5
look
likes.
the same. Yeah, 5 of them were me on my burner.
Hold on,
accounts.
go back to it.
Oh, go back.
Yeah, we'll kill the audio for a minute.
Okay.
But
It is
we've
loud.
got a samurai, looks like, as your toilet,
Yeah, my toilet.
going to slay a demon that it knows is coming.
Squaring off against the gordita.
The rumbling in your belly. What is the? Is it a dragon?
Yeah. Or something.
It's like
Cerberus?
It's a
3-headed
monster.
It's a dragon.
It's a dragon.
It's a big old
Dragoon.
I see
dragon.
wings and I see like 40 tails.
I see Mount Fuji.
Big old rumbler. Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. That's some kind of mountain.
It's a mountain.
It's a volcano.
Well done.
Thanks,
Volcano
guys.
of
It was my
Calm.
first pass. I sent it to Jalen. I said, "Did I do good, coach?"
Yeah, filter me, bro. What do you think?
He said, "Unreal." So I posted it.
That guy knows.
He
That guy
does
knows
know.
memes.
He's my meme fielder now. Because I was sending all of them to Bevin, and then Bevin said, "Jalen sent that to me," and I said, "Oh, okay, shoot."
All the memes
Oh,
I
shoot.
get are from Jalen.
Shout out Jalen.
I'm not great at memes, but I'm great at getting them from people who are really good.
Receiving
Yes.
meme reception. Going back to our gear circle, right? Where did we leave off?
We left off with
Oh, your guitar. I bought a
yes.
guitar before that too. Yeah, I bought an ESP Eclipse Evertune 24 and 3/4 inch guitar.
yeah, you did. What do you think?
Sick.
Apparently it's pointy, but when we were talking about pointing guitars,
Pointed.
pointish.
It's pointed. Has a point.
I had one of those a long time ago, so I had a pointed guitar earlier than that. I didn't realize.
Did you? What was it?
That an ESP
Oh.
EC1000
Everything's coming up.
or an
Chris.
LTD. Sorry. I got the guitar at a steal of a deal. when some
Yeah,
music
you
stores
did.
changed ownerships and they didn't carry ESP. Back when L&M didn't carry ESP, so they had a bunch of stock they had to get rid of. And I got a call going, "Hey, you should buy this guitar." And I was like,
Say less.
Okay.
"How much?"
Tell my wife.
Yep, I bought it. It was like $400.
Baby.
Best trombone solo ever. So but unrelated to that one, I have one that's 20. That's regular scale. That one's. I have a 7-string as well, and we're gonna compare and contrast the awesomeness of that and baritones.
I'm going to win.
Do you have a?
I'm gonna brown.
Do you have? Do you have a
Shit.
vote? Which way do you lean? When I was looking at 7 strings, I avoided them for a long time because much like double kick pedals, I was like, I'm not good enough on one pedal to need a second pedal yet. I was like, I'm not good enough on 6 strings to need a 7 string.
The
yet.
real power play is to buy a 7-string and then only use one of the strings.
That was me for a long time.
That's how you.
And
That's
then
how
I
you
bought an
ball
8
out.
string. That was me for a long time. And then I sold the 8 string.
I didn't sell
Went
my
back to
8-string,
sevens.
but I don't have my 8-string.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a loner out there floating out in
It's
Loans
floating.
land.
It's floating out there.
R.I.P. your 8-string.
It's coming back. She'll be back.
Where do you land? Oh, obviously extra strings.
I love my 7-string. I got a multi-scale 7-string from Ibanez.
Yes.
And it is the only 7-string neck that I felt that was like comfortable for my little baby hands. But there's a big but, and you should know this too.
Big butts.
If you're used to playing straight frets and that's what your jam is, I don't recommend switching back and forth between straight and multi-scale because it's a bit of a acclimation period. It takes about 5 minutes when I'm playing that guitar for my brain to clue in where my frets are.
Similar misnomer, or I mean, maybe a synonym for it. Fan fret.
Fanned.
People call it that too.
Yeah.
Is that we're talking
Fan
the same
fret.
thing, right?
Yep. Same
Multi-scale fan fret.
Shit.
Yep.
Multi-scale, as in the lowest string has a longer
multiple
scaled.
Scale lengths on
Correct.
the guitar.
Right.
You're nailing it.
Does that stop at the
Crushed
nut, or does it carry on behind the nut? Is that part of the measurement?
Did you guys hear that? That's like in the movie
You're
Dune
welcome.
when he says Dune.
He's like, to travel over that
Desert
dune.
planet. Dune. Arrakis. I'm talking OG. I'm hot off that one.
Let's go. Let's go right now.
Should we go?
Yep.
Wrap it. Go see Dune.
Have you even seen it yet? Still, right? Yeah, let's do it.
I still think a baritone 6 is more fun to play than a 7, though.
Yeah, all
Nice
right.
one.
I understand. So I researched it a whole bunch, trying to figure out what the jazz to do. I wanted some drop A even in my life. I didn't want to have to learn a whole new instrument, so I certainly leaned baritone. It made more sense, but there was less.
is a
They're not
but.
available. They're not terribly available. It's easier to get a 7-string.
It is, and
Yeah,
here's the other
big
benefit.
time.
You can be dropped, and you can still play standard on
It's
a 7.
easier to get a left-handed anything than a baritone.
Right?
But
They're trickier. Although you'd think the popularity has come up a whole bunch. Do you guys know who the Bun is on the internet? The Bun?
no.
That 50-year-old baritone guy?
No?
Oh, man.
Is he sick or what?
Yeah, he's super sick. I was actually trying to buy some of his merch so I could rep this guy's schniz. I'm not going to be able to find that on here. There's no way. I don't have a keyboard. Impossible. Just yell
it.
keystroke. Jarvis!
Hey,
Bun! Jarvis, search wetlands and vens. The guy's super sick,
Hey,
though.
hey, Cortana.
Hey, Siri.
You didn't even have that set up.
Flip. I should have.
Okay, Siri.
We need some
We just need
voice
Jarvis.
activated
I miss Jarvis.
things. Let's go.
miss
Let's go like this.
Jarvis.
Hold on. You guys talk a bunch, and I'm gonna.
I miss Jarvis. I miss Jarvis. I miss Jarvis.
Talk a bunch. 2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic.
2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic.
2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic.
Talk a little bit less. More topics though.
Say less. 2006 Honda Civic.
1993 Honda Accord. 1993 Honda Accord. 1993 Honda Accord.
Look at this. It's gonna work. Mute. Mute.
Oh,
No, I
this
like
is
this
the
better.
bun?
This is one of his numerous projects that he does, but all doing them himself.
What do these guys have against vowels?
Vowels aren't cool.
Woodlands.
Is that an 8 or a 7?
No, it's all baritone. This guy's the
It's all
baritone guy.
very-
Yeah, this guy hates 7 strings. I think
Damn.
his mom was ran over by a 7 string.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Runs deep. But there's low tones.
That's gotta chill.
So this dude's Canadian. Just a dude making tracks in his basement studio. And super sick. I was watching lots of his videos, learning about baritones.
And you said he loves 7 strings, is what you said?
Yeah, he's like, I wish I had 2 moms to get ran over by 7 strings. That's how much I love 7
I wish
strings.
both my moms got run over by a 7 string. I don't really love the screamo part.
I can't understand what
Listen
they're
how
saying.
low that is.
Yeah, that is
This is low.
Who do we have for 7 string people to listen to?
Every other band.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Whitechapel is a 7 string and drop G.
Isn't that just a bass guitar at that point?
No.
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 So Bevin can go to drop E, which is bass tuning on a baritone,
I could go
but a
lower.
7 can't go to G? Dude, give your fucking nuts a tug, okay? Give your cube a solve.
Anyway,
Give your dog a yank.
this is the baritone guy.
Cool. That's all. I gotta save
Wetlands.
this guy.
65
Wetlands.
monthly listeners. You guys could be 66 and 67 if you tried hard.
I want to be 69. So we need 3 of our viewers to get in there before I do, and then I'll hop in.
Kicking the clouds, eh?
Yeah, this dude's got a new band too. Cloud Kicker. It's called Super Void Choral Ensemble. Something like that.
That sounds right.
So Cloud Kicker's not a thing anymore, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ran out of clouds to kick, I bet.
His
them
groove
all.
is fat. Cloud Kicker, Subsume. They remastered this album. One cool thing they did when they remastered was it used to be like 4 songs, the whole album. They actually chunked up some of the parts into some more tracks.
I'm a sucker for a 10-minute long song. Whoa.
Can it crump?
I think it can crump. Oh. Oh.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You just puke up a tiny tricycle?
I don't know what came over me.
Clearly it can crump. Yeah,
Look
okay.
at your dad with the swag on the floor. We could throw bars on this, too.
Go ahead.
Shit. Come. Poop.
Oh no.
Pandora's box.
2,600 something. 2,600.
That's bars. All right, guys.
Well, that's 85 minutes. Just kidding. I
You
wasn't-
wish.
I wasn't paying attention.
What about Periphery guitar tuning? You guys ever hear about their guitar
Who?
tuning? Their guitar tuning.
Who?
Periphery.
Who?
Periphery?
Polyphia?
Polyphia. Your favorite band?
Polygamous?
Didn't we do a meme on Polyphia?
Yeah,
They
Periphery?
played Freebird.
Peripheria?
It was so
No,
bad.
Arjun sent me that one and I went,
Oh, so good. Their tuning. They do basically 7-string,
who?
but they drop the 6th string. 7-string drop. So think, do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
So 7-string dropped, lose the 6th string. So the bottom 2 strings are an octave.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about.
They're playing it on 6th string, obviously. Probably baritones. Baritonios.
That's kind of cool, actually.
And then they have that big interval leap on everything you play. When you play like normal metalcore riffs, you're now playing an extra octave up instead of just like a 5th up or 4th up. Or 5th up.
You don't play your power chords with 3 strings?
I guess you would have. You wouldn't. You would have an octave.
And then you'd have to go...
I don't know. I never tried it. I just heard about it.
It'd be kind of cool.
No, Devin Townsend's always played two
Open C.
notes on his guitars. So like it's C, G, C, G, C, G.
Yeah.
The whole way.
All open
Yeah.
C, yeah.
And then with the 7 string, it was
C5.
G, C, G, C, G,
Open
C
D, yeah.
with an E.
Oh.
You mixed it up
So he
there.
had open C major.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that's like his whole career was always two notes. So it's always a drop.
One finger.
Drop tuning thing, but yeah, but it was like it was a
What happens when you
it was
pick
Led
up a
Zeppelin
standard
thing.
tune? Standard tune guitar.
He dies.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah.
He
Wait,
doesn't,
'cause
he's like, what the fuck is
I mean,
that thing?
your brain would be like soldered to this idea that this shape is a major chord. You know?
Colin always
Yeah.
tells me how cool open tunings are. Shout out, Colin. And I love how they sound, but I cannot play. Like, I don't know what...
You're fretting too many notes.
I don't know what I'm doing on one. And
Fret
I'll like,
button.
try to go somewhere.
I
and
used
I'm
to
like,
mess around with opens like exclusively for a long time when I didn't know anything about basic guitar theory. And I played a lot in that open minor thing that Opeth did on Ghost Rivers.
Yeah.
And I made a song on that tuning, but in C instead of D.
what better?
One of the keys to
More
that, I
better.
think, to your assistance there is just keep those bottom three in a fifth and an octave, so that you have your trusty rusty single finger
Foundation.
Yeah, and then the top end is just going to be, you just want to find notes that are ringing out. You want to find chords above it that are ringing out in the top notes.
Yeah.
And then play like lots of open single note melody stuff on the higher business. That Opeth one had another. It was an extended chord because it had like an 11th in it or something too. The one for Ghost of Perdition and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one extra note to make it evil.
It was the black metal chord in an open tuning. That's what it was. It was just D minor.
D minor 11 or something like that. I can't remember,
So,
but it
like,
was.
The bar, your power chord.
Yeah, it was like
That's
DAD.
it. That's it. Like, so not the major. Just without that would be the minor. That's what it is.
So one of these,
So
Got him.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Got him. All right. Yeah.
got any with sugar?
I don't know if we can go straight to. I don't have anything ready to go though. These are all we can click on because I don't have a keyboard.
You don't listen to sugar?
No. I didn't. These are ones that you chose to follow.
No. I get it.
Oh,
Say
hold on.
less.
You know what?
Say
less. Let's play this Periphery track out. Cade loves them.
Is this from the genre gent?
Marigold's pretty damn good.
There's good songs by Periphery. Don't get me wrong.
This album, I like this album, but that was before they were writing to Spencer. They were writing riffs, and then Spencer came in and sang around them.
And I don't. Same thing with Dream Theater. I just don't connect with the vocals.
You hate clean vocals because you're
I don't hate clean vocals.
hardcore.
I don't hate clean vocals. I love Carnival.
Yeah, but that's a whole different vibe.
I love
That's
Caligula's Horse.
those are both like
I love
chill bands with clean vocals.
I love
Comparatively,
I love
you don't like this heavy leaning with clean vocals.
yeah, true.
You like your
True,
heavy.
True.
You're like that person who's like got their mashed potatoes and their peas are over there and their roast beef's over here, and you're like, don't even fucking look at my peas. Don't even look at my peas.
But you know why? It's because we haven't made the right metalcore song where I'm like, okay, these guys fuck, but it's gonna be us when it happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Bevin on clean vocals.
Bevin's only clean.
Nailed it, guys. Well, I mean, that's a song, but I prefer beatboxing and freestyling, honestly.
Made it to the end of the motherfucking era, to the fucking era, to the
Podcast? Is this really a podcast?
Get your sexy out.
Is that it?
That's it, guys.
calling it?
That's an episode. That's number.
That was good.
In the bag. Call that one in the works.
Well,
call that
I
one
have
Baker's
the
Dozen.
Roadcaster, and you don't.
We call that
So
one.
you
will listen to every damn word I have to say.
Just kidding.
I think I decide when the podcast
That's
is
from,
over, gentlemen.
That's a little quote from The Wedding Singer. Where's the fucking?
Oh,
here
the
it is.
movie I haven't seen.
You You haven't? Oh, right, yeah.
Oh man,
It's the best movie ever made.
You told me that.
is it?
Yeah.
What's the best part?
All of it?
When he sings, it's probably when he
Wait, did
sings
you
at the
see
wedding.
Dune?
Yeah, have you even seen Dune?
Boy George was in that.
Dune.
What else was cool about it? Oh man,
Planet. Arrakis.
what's her name?
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Oof. 1990s Drew
She
Barrymore.
could get it. Oof. I like
Julia Gulia.
Julia Gulia.
Julia Gulia.
Podcast what?
Behind the nut.
It's a podcast what? Behind the nut.
Julia.
It's a fucking podcast. Idiots. Like, subscribe, send us feet pics. Love you guys.
Ask them if they want to be on.
Yeah, join our podcast. We got a line outside.
Please join our podcast.
Please.